What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Itachi. Today, I'm gonna show you some tip videos to get you guys in that camp mode and be a beast like your boy here is. Now, I'm using the Gorgon, and let me just get things started off by telling you, you want to have a gun that suits you and suits your playstyle for camping. Now, if you're someone that likes to use LMGs, assault rifles, sniper rifles, then go ahead and by all means use it. But you don't want to use something out of your area and comfort zone. Like, let's say, there's a map where you play kind of close quarters, maybe you patrol an area. You could particularly use a submachine gun, but you don't want to use a submachine gun for long range across the map if that's what you're going to do. You know what I mean? You want to sit there in the corner, kind of maybe wait for your enemies to approach you, use that sixth sense, and take them out. But for me, I'm more of a assault rifle LMG guy. So preferably I use assault rifle and LMGs. And you see how I use it? I use it to effect from long distance because that's what they're made to be used for, I mean, you don't want to just, sit there and wait for an opponent to come running up on you because they're better for long range, you know what I mean? But hey, they could be good for close range as well. I mean, look at that Gorgon though. You see the accuracy there? I put in the work. Next thing I gotta say, score streaks. Score streaks vary on your game mode. I mean, if you're someone that plays domination a lot, you probably want to use score streaks that help out your team, support your team. I mean, campers can even use support streaks like, UAV, counter UAV, and hater. But hey, if you're someone that doesn't really like to use those type of streaks and help out your team that way, well, you can help out your team another way by using those assault streaks, maybe using that Cerberus, that Talon, the Raps. That's a good score streak setup right there. And for me, I play TDM, so it varies on what I like to use. Now, the thing about TDM is, yeah, it is to 100 now, but you only get a certain amount of kills each game. And the time it takes for you to get a certain score streak each game depends on the flow of the map and the way the enemies are moving and how far they are from you and your position, because sometimes people cannot even be in your facility. But hey, that's why you gotta move and be a camper that can adapt to that situation, because sometimes the game can be so slow. But getting back to it is that basically, if you try to get a Cerberus, it will take you 9 kills, roughly, I believe, yes, to get a Cerberus. So that means you gotta get 9 kills, and usually by the time you get 9 kills, it'll probably be about maybe, depending on the flow of the map, like I said, it can be up to 40 kills by then. It just depends on, how aggressive you are and how patient you are, and how the enemy likes to move. If they're rushing, you can probably get your score streaks very quickly. It all depends though, because people are wise and they're wise up to your position, so that's why sometimes you can't always get the whole lot of kills from one area that you're sitting in. So that means that you gotta advance and move on to another area. But like right here, I'm sitting in the back and I'm using care package and low score streaks because it is TDM. And hey, care package can serve you well if you got the engineer, so that's why I like to run that. And hey, it's no biggie using low score streaks, because I know that if you can get low score streaks more than you can get high score streaks, well, go ahead and get that momentum started with getting low score streaks, because eventually you'll get better at staying alive. And it's all about cycling your streaks to help your team on TDM. I mean, if you get those score streaks and you support your team in any possible way and you keep your deaths to a minimum, well, that's a benefit for you. So that's why I'm using this care package, because I know I can get almost anything. And hey, anything could probably help a TD. Look at that, I just got Raps, you see that? So it's like, you don't always have to use high score streaks to beast and get a lot of kills. You can even use the lower ones. Like if you want to use some more low streaks for beginner campers, you can go ahead and use that HDXD, wrap it up with that care package, and then move on with that dart. But let me just tell you though, that if you do use that HDXD and that dart or whatever, or Cerberus or Talon, you want to be using that ghost, because you see, the ghost is beneficial for you being in a controlled score streak, such as the Talon or the Cerberus, because of the fact that you can stay off the map. You see this guy has a hater. I'm just trying to take it out because I'm trying to stay alive. And you know what? it's gone. But yeah, you know, so it's like you gotta make sure that you use something and that will help you as far as perk wise and score streak wise. And that's why I like to pair up ghosts along with every class that I use, because even if I'm not using service and all that, it's still beneficial for me moving around the map, because sometimes I could be, you know, moving and have to run to get off that mini map and go to another spot. Because the thing is about camping and using that ghost is that you want to be moving, right? Well, there's a time and situation where you gotta haul butt and you gotta move to a different area. So you know why that's happening, you can probably go to a position on the map, take out the UAV if they have one, and then you can stay alive. And I don't know what happened there, but I kind of like trying to move my sentry gun. So you know that's what I can say. Another thing is you want to make sure that you're aware of situations in the spawn flip on TDM, because like I said, it's a big deal to be able to know where your enemy is and to know when the spawns flip, because on TDM it's a priority that you know when the spawns are flipping. If you got people rushing and they're all in front of you and you're the only one behind them, well, that should give you an identification that basically, or identify that they're behind you. So guys, if you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment, leave some feedback down below, and I got more tips and tricks videos going for you, and your boy is out. Peace.